a powerful being. Right now within you lies the ability to transform your entire life, starting with the words you speak over yourself. Every word carries energy. Every phrase holds a vibration. When you speak blessings upon yourself, you activate miracles. You don't need permission from anyone else. The universe responds to the way you treat yourself. Let today be the day you bless your path with love, your body with health, your mind with peace, and your future with joy. Every single word you speak is a seed. Whether it's spoken aloud or whispered in the quiet corners of your mind, it carries intention, energy, and creative force. Your words are not meaningless. They are powerful tools of creation, and they shape the garden of your life. Each time you affirm something about yourself or your life, you are planting that belief deeper into the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Over time, those seeds take root, grow, and eventually become the experiences you live. Imagine this. If you constantly say, "I'm always late," you're planting seeds of disorder and chaos. If you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," you're planting seeds of frustration and defeat. These may seem like harmless phrases, but repeated often enough, they begin to shape how you think, how you act, and what you attract. You are unknowingly watering those weeds of limitation and watching them spread into every corner of your life. But there's good news. Just as you can plant negativity, you can just as easily plant joy, abundance, healing, and love. You can begin right now, this very moment, to sow new seeds of hope and transformation. You can say, "I am open to miracles. I am capable and confident," or "everything I need is flowing toward me." These words carry light. They carry power. They soften the hard soil of old wounds and invite growth in places where you once thought nothing could bloom. The beauty is, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to believe every word right away. You simply have to be willing. Willingness opens the door. Even if a part of you still doubts, speak the blessing anyway. Even if the old voice creeps in and says, "This won't work for you," bless it and move forward. Remember, a seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It needs sunlight, water, and care. So do you. Every time you speak with love toward yourself, you're watering your garden. Every time you choose a gentle word over a harsh one, you're nourishing your spirit. Words like, "I trust myself," "I forgive myself," "I am learning," act as sunlight for the soul. They encourage you to grow, even in tough soil. And it's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a language that aligns with the life you want to live. If you want peace, speak peace. If you desire love, speak love. If you want strength, speak strength into every part of your being. Say, "I am strong," even when you feel weak. Say, "I am healing," even when you are hurting. The more you speak these truths, the more they become real for you. Many of us grew up in environments where loving words were scarce. We were told we weren't enough, or we absorbed criticism like sponges. That's okay. You are not broken. You are awakening. And now you get to become your own loving parent. You get to replant the garden. You get to pull up the weeds that others placed in your mind and gently replace them with seeds of your own choosing. And it's never too late. Whether you're 18 or 80, the moment you begin to bless your life with loving words, you shift the energy around you. You change the way your body responds, the way your mind thinks, and the way the universe supports you. It is all connected. So take a breath and begin. Start small. When you wake up in the morning, say something kind. Today is a fresh start. When you look in the mirror, say something loving. You are doing your best and I'm proud of you. When you make a mistake, choose words of compassion. It's okay. I'm still growing. These small choices become powerful habits. And these habits will completely transform the way you experience life. You are the gardener of your soul. You are the sower of your future. With every word you speak, you either plant a weed or a flower. So be mindful, be gentle, be intentional. Speak words that lift, not words that limit. Choose phrases that bless, not burden. You are always creating, always shaping. Let your words become a tool of beauty and renewal. Because when you begin to speak blessings upon yourself, you're not just changing the way you talk, you're changing the way you live. Your past is not your enemy. It may carry pain, disappointment, or moments you'd rather forget, but it also carries wisdom, resilience, and the roots of the strength you have today. Every experience you've lived through, even the ones that left you in tears, has shaped you into the person who is still standing right now, and that alone is something to honor. We often look at our past with judgment. We replay the mistakes, the regrets, the people who hurt us, and the versions of ourselves we wish we could erase. We think, if only I had done it differently, or why did I let that happen? But this kind of thinking is like trying to walk forward while staring into a mirror behind us. It distracts us, slows us down, and keeps us locked in cycles of guilt and blame. But there is a better way, a more loving way. What if instead of resenting your past, you chose to bless it? What if you could look back and say, thank you for teaching me, even to the moments that broke your heart? That's not weakness, that's freedom. That's not denial, it's deep healing. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you choose to rise from it. There was a time when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. There was a time when someone let you down, but you learned to stand taller. There was a moment when everything fell apart, but somehow you put yourself back together. That is strength. That is growth. And that is something to bless, not bury. Blessing your past doesn't mean you approve of what happened. It doesn't mean you excuse the pain or forget the injustice. It means you are ready to stop carrying the weight. It means you are choosing to reclaim your power from the people or situations that once took it from you. It means you are ready to heal, not by resisting the past, but by releasing it with love. Think of your past as a teacher. Some lessons were gentle, others were harsh, but all of them taught you something important. How to trust yourself, how to set boundaries, how to listen to your intuition, how to rebuild, how to forgive. You didn't just survive, you learned, you grew, you evolved. Even if you didn't see it at the time, something in you was always reaching toward the light. You might still be healing. That's okay. Healing isn't a race. It's a journey of remembrance, a return to wholeness. You're not broken, you're becoming. And every time you choose to bless your past, you are sending love to the parts of yourself that once felt abandoned, rejected, or unworthy. You're telling them, I see you, I honor you. Thank you for helping me become who I am. Take a moment and breathe. Think of a painful moment from your past, not to relive it, but to release it. Say silently or aloud, I bless this moment. I release it now. I am free. Feel the shift. Feel the softening. Feel the peace begin to return to places that have felt tight or heavy for years. You may have scars, but they are signs that you have healed. You may have stories that bring tears to your eyes, but they are proof that you have felt deeply, loved deeply, lived deeply. Bless your younger self, the one who did the best they could with what they knew at the time. Wrap them in your compassion. Speak gently to them now. You were never a failure. You were learning. You don't need to keep punishing yourself for what you didn't know then. That version of you was part of the journey. They were the seed, the root, the foundation. Without them, you wouldn't be here now, awakening to a life of greater self-awareness and love. They got you this far. Bless them. Bless the whole path that brought you to this moment. Today is a new chapter, and you get to write it with a softer pen. You get to move forward without the heavy burden of resentment. When you bless your past, you lighten your present. You open yourself to receive more joy, more abundance, and more clarity, because when the past no longer controls you, you become free to fully live. So let the past be the soil, not the chains. Let it be the roots, not the prison. You are not what happened. You are what you are becoming. You are the author now. You have the pen in your hand. And with every blessing you speak over your past, you turn pain into purpose, wounds into wisdom, and memories into medicine. You are strong. You are healing. You are ready. Your body is listening. Every word you speak, every thought you think becomes part of the message you send to your cells. Your body responds not only to food, rest, and movement. It responds deeply to the energy of your words. Speak life over your body, and it will begin to shift. Speak gently to it, and it will soften. Speak with love, and it will heal. So many of us walk through life criticizing our bodies. We look in the mirror and find faults. We speak harshly about our weight, our skin, our shape, or our pain. We say things like, I hate my thighs, or I look awful, or I'm so tired of being sick. And we think those words don't matter, but they do. Every one of them is like a command. Every one of them shapes how we feel, how we heal, and how we hold ourselves. But the beautiful truth is this: you can change that story. You can begin today to speak to your body in a new way, not from judgment, but from reverence. Your body has carried you through so much. It has held your heart through grief, allowed you to laugh, cry, dance, and love. It's been your home from the beginning, and it's still here, doing its best for you even when you've ignored it or spoken unkindly. Imagine what would happen if you looked at yourself and said, thank you. Imagine if you touched your skin and said, you are beautiful. Imagine if you placed your hand on your heart and whispered, I trust you. These words are not fantasy, they are medicine. They bring comfort to the cells that feel your stress. They bring light to the places that have been aching in silence. They give permission for your body to rest, release, and regenerate. Healing begins when you stop fighting your body and start loving it. When you say, I am healing, you are opening the door for healing to enter. When you say, I am strong, your body listens and rises to the occasion. When you say, I trust the wisdom of my body, you begin to activate the deep intelligence that lives within you, the intelligence that knows how to repair, to balance, to protect. Even if your body is not where you want it to be, even if there is pain, illness, or fatigue, you can still speak life into it. You can still choose words that uplift rather than words that condemn. You can say, every day, in every way, I am getting better. You can say, my body is on my side. You can say, healing is happening even if I can't see it yet. These are not just affirmations, they are acts of faith. And faith is the foundation of change. Speak to every part of you with love. Thank your feet for carrying you. Thank your legs for their strength. Thank your stomach for digesting life. Thank your hands for their service. Thank your eyes for seeing beauty. Every part of you is sacred. Every part of you wants to be acknowledged. Your body does not need perfection. It needs partnership. It wants to work with you, not against you. And when you're tired, speak rest over your body. Say, it's safe for me to slow down. When you're hurting, say, it's okay to feel this, and I am still healing. When you're struggling with how you look, say, I am more than an image. I am a soul living through this beautiful vessel. These gentle words become like a warm embrace to the places inside you that have longed for compassion. You may not change everything overnight, but every loving word is a step forward. Every positive thought is a drop of light. Over time, your body will respond. You'll begin to feel more energized, more connected, more alive. Your immune system will strengthen. Your stress will lessen, and your inner world will align with peace. This is not magic. It's biology in harmony with love. Your words are your power. Use them to nourish, not to tear down. Use them to encourage, not to shame. Speak life over your body, and life will begin to rise in you again. Say things like, I am vibrant, I am healthy, I am whole, even if you don't fully believe it at first. Speak it anyway. Your belief will catch up. Your body will hear you. Your healing will begin. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not your pain. You are the power behind it. And your body is not your enemy. It is your sacred companion, your ally, your miracle in motion. So be gentle, be grateful, be kind, and most of all, speak life. There will be days when your spirit feels heavy, days when doubt whispers louder than truth, and your reflection doesn't quite match how you wish to feel. In these moments, it's easy to forget who you are. It's easy to question your value and compare yourself to others, as if your worth could ever be measured by outside things. But the truth is this: your worth is not defined by your mood, your mistakes, or your circumstances. It is eternal, unchanging, and rooted in something far deeper than any passing feeling. Even when you feel low, you are still worthy. Even when your heart is aching or your energy is low, your value does not diminish. You are still here, still breathing, still doing your best, and that is enough. You do not need to be perfect to deserve love. You do not need to have it all figured out to be valuable. You are worthy because you exist. No explanation, no condition, no justification required. We are taught from an early age to attach our worth to achievement, appearance, approval, but life has a way of showing us that these things are fleeting. When the praise stops, when the mirror changes, when the job ends or the relationship fades, we are left with ourselves. And in those quiet moments, the most powerful thing you can do is choose to affirm your worth. It may feel hard at first. It may feel unnatural to speak kindly to yourself when your inner critic has been so loud for so long. But the soft voice of self-love is still inside you, waiting to be remembered. That voice says, I am enough. It says, I am allowed to rest. It says, even on my worst day, I am still worthy of love. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. When a friend is struggling, you don't tell them they are worthless. You remind them of their strength, their light, their beauty. You hold space for their pain, but you never let them forget who they are. Give yourself that same grace. Be your own encourager. Be your own safe place. But low moments are not signs of failure. They are invitations to come home to yourself. They are chances to listen, to feel, to heal. They ask you to look within and tend to the parts of you that are aching to be seen and loved. And the way you do that is through your words. Your words are your tools. Your words are your healing. Say to yourself, I am doing my best, and that is enough. Say, it is safe for me to feel what I feel, and I am still whole. Say, I may be hurting, but I am not broken. Every affirmation becomes a light in the darkness. Every kind word creates a bridge back to the truth of who you are. When you affirm your worth, you begin to rise, not because the world around you changes, but because the way you see yourself begins to shift. You start to carry yourself with more tenderness. You stop seeking validation from places that were never meant to define you. You begin to treat yourself as someone who matters. And that alone changes everything. You are allowed to outgrow the belief that you must earn your worth. You are allowed to release the lie that you are not good enough. You are allowed to stand up and say, I matter, I belong, I am worthy, especially now. Even in your sadness, you're sacred. Even in your fear, there is courage in you. Even when you can't see the path ahead, there is wisdom guiding your steps. Don't wait until you feel better to love yourself. Love yourself now. Be gentle now. Affirm your worth now. Because the truth is, this moment, however imperfect, however heavy, is part of your journey. It's not the end. It's not all there is. It's a chapter. And you are still writing the story. And what a powerful story it will be when you can say, I didn't give up on myself. I kept believing, I kept affirming, I kept showing up. So breathe, be here. Be kind to the you who is trying. The you who feels low doesn't need judgment. They need love. They need your voice saying you are enough, even now. They need your heart whispering, we'll get through this. They need your spirit rising, slowly but surely, one breath, one affirmation at a time. There are moments on the journey where the path seems unclear, where every step feels heavy, and the destination seems so far away that it disappears into the fog. You may not see the finish line. You may not know where all of this is leading, but still, you are on your way. You are walking, growing, learning, and becoming, and that is something to bless. Bless your journey, even if it looks different than what you imagined, even if it's slower, messier, or more uncertain than you hoped. Life rarely unfolds in a straight line. It turns, it twists, it pauses. But every stretch of the road holds purpose. Every stop and start is part of your unfolding. You don't have to understand it all to trust that it's shaping you in exactly the way you need. It's easy to celebrate the end results, the victories, the arrivals, the moments that feel clear and complete. But there is deep power in blessing the in-between. The middle of your story is just as holy as the end. The waiting, the healing, the rebuilding, these are not wasted seasons. They are sacred ground where your inner strength is being carved and your true self is being revealed. Even when you feel lost, you are not without direction. Even when you feel stuck, something within you is still moving. Sometimes it's not about pushing forward. It's about softening into where you are. It's about trusting that you are guided even when you don't see signs. It's about believing that the path is unfolding beneath your feet with every step you take, even when it feels like you're walking in the dark. Bless your confusion. It's teaching you to listen more deeply. Bless your uncertainty. It's making room for faith to grow. Bless your delays. They are protecting you from things not meant for you. Bless your struggles. They are building your endurance. Nothing is wasted, not the tears, not the silence, not the setbacks. They all carry meaning, even if it takes time for that meaning to be revealed. When you bless your journey, you are choosing to walk with love instead of fear. You are choosing to honor your own becoming instead of rushing it. You are saying, this is enough for now. I am enough for now. And in that space, peace can find you. Clarity can come. Not always in a flash, but in small, quiet ways that guide your next step. You don't need to see the whole staircase to keep climbing. You don't need to know the final picture to keep painting. You don't need a guarantee to keep showing up. There is courage in continuing. There is grace in not giving up. There is wisdom in staying present, even when the future is uncertain. You may not see the finish line, but you can still honor how far you've come. Look back, not with regret, but with reverence. Think of all the days you thought you couldn't make it, and you did. Think of the times you found light in the dark, or strength when you felt empty. You are more resilient than you know, more guided than you think, more supported than you feel. Bless your journey not because it's easy, but because it's yours. No one else can walk it for you. No one else knows the exact lessons your soul came here to learn, the setbacks, the breakthroughs, the moments that took your breath away. Each one is a page in your unique story. Bless them all. Bless the whole process. It is leading you somewhere beautiful, even if you can't see it yet. You don't need to rush to the ending to feel peace. You can choose to bless the middle, right here, right now. Take a deep breath and say, I trust this path, I trust myself, I trust the timing of my life. These words become anchors. These words become light posts. These words call your spirit home when it starts to wander. Keep going, not because you see the finish line, but because you know in your heart that your journey matters. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. Every step you take in faith is planting something new, and one day you will look back and see how beautifully it all came together, not in spite of the unknowns, but because of them. Each new day brings with it the chance to begin again. The sun rises, and so do you. In those early moments, before the world rushes in, before your mind begins listing tasks and responsibilities, you are presented with a quiet invitation to bless your day before it begins, to set a tone of love, peace, and purpose with your words. This is the sacred practice of using blessings as daily rituals, and it can shift the course of your entire life. And a blessing is more than just kind words. It is energy. It is intention. It is a declaration of what you choose to bring into your world. When you bless your day, you are no longer reacting to life. You are creating it. You are declaring that even in the ordinary, something holy exists. Even in the challenges, something good can unfold. Start your day by placing your hand over your heart and simply saying, this day is a gift. I bless it with peace, joy, and love. Feel how your breath slows down. Feel how your body responds to this calm declaration. With those few words, you've already shifted your energy. You've reminded your soul that it is safe to begin again. When you wake, bless your body. Speak lovingly to it. Say, thank you, body, for carrying me through life. I bless my feet that walk, my hands that hold, my heart that beats. Even if you are tired or hurting, bless what is still working. Honor the vessel that holds your spirit. The more love you give your body, the more it responds with strength, vitality, and healing. As you move through your morning, bless your thoughts. Speak softly to your mind. Say, today I choose thoughts that uplift and support me. I bless my mind with clarity, calm, and wisdom. This simple act reclaims your power from worry and negative self-talk. It's not about silencing your thoughts. It's about guiding them toward light. Each gentle blessing becomes a compass, steering you back to inner peace. When you look in the mirror, bless your reflection. Smile at yourself. Say, I see you. I love you. I bless you with compassion and confidence. These words, spoken daily, begin to rewrite old stories of self-doubt and criticism. You are not just grooming your outer self. You are nurturing your inner one. What you say in those quiet moments ripples through your entire day. As you go into your work, your conversations, and your challenges, carry blessings with you like soft armor. Say, I bless this situation with ease, or I bless this conversation with truth and kindness, or even, I bless this delay knowing it's redirecting me to something better. Blessings don't need to be long or complicated. They simply need to come from the heart, and when they do, they transform how you experience even the hardest things. If you feel overwhelmed or anxious throughout the day, pause and breathe. Place your hand over your chest and whisper, I bless this moment with peace. These blessings act like anchors. They steady you when the winds of life try to shake you. They bring you back to your center, your truth, your calm. Use blessings when you eat. Say, I bless this food with nourishment and gratitude. Use them before sleep. Say, I bless this night with rest and restoration. Use them when you succeed. I bless this success and share it with love. Use them when you fail. I bless this lesson and trust in my growth. There is no wrong time to speak a blessing. Every moment becomes sacred when approached with intention. This practice is not about perfection. You will forget some days. You will rush through others. But even one heartfelt blessing can shift the energy of your day. It can lift your spirit, soothe your heart, and open you to miracles you might otherwise miss. Blessings are a form of self-love. They are a declaration that your presence in this world matters, that your words hold power, that your heart knows how to create beauty, not just absorb it. When you make blessings a daily ritual, you become a magnet for grace because you are constantly inviting it in. So begin your day with a blessing. End it with one. Speak them in your car, at your desk, in the shower, on a walk. Let your life become a prayer in motion. Let your words light the way. And remember, every time you bless your life blesses you in return.